we go. There's me. There's Ben. How do I sound, Ben? Good. Ben sounds good. Connor, go again one more time for me.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Connor Emlinger.
It's ya boy.
That's my radio intro.
It's
I say that.
you say
I say
it's
that
your
every
boy.
morning. Yeah.
Wow.
I go, good morning, it's your boy, Connor Emlinger here with you.
Back with another sexy time. Oh, I forgot I was recording that. Okay, so that's a very small amount of for them asking a question. Only 3 questions that are barely 3 sentences long. What do you think
Yeah, did you
about?
see that?
Yeah, I'm reading it. What?
I know.
What? That is.
Wait, what's going on?
That is like nothing.
Paranormal Indy emailed me back about the Opera House.
And what'd they say?
Basically, when do you want to come? How many people are coming with you?
This is sexual. I would feel uncomfortable.
Drake, do you have compression on?
I'm on my phone.
Oh, well, then you definitely have compression on.
Yeah. Should I not be on my phone?
I mean, if you can find a way to turn off compression on your phone, because otherwise it sounds like you're in a tin can.
I mean,
The countdown should have started already. Wow, this is already one hell of an audio track.
I like that I can ban and kick myself from the server.
I don't want to. Oh man, I want someone to do that, but I don't want to have to deal with the bot.
Is this better?
No, it did nothing. You'll be fine. It's no big deal. This is only going on the DVD release, in the box set.
On the DVD release.
This is going into VHS.
It's going on the Blu-ray release, the Blu-ray box set.
I still like.
It's just like I want a VHS box set.
That's what I was about to say.
Like 15 or like 7 different tapes for the for it, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I was gonna say.
I mean,
yeah.
You know, at Fry's they used to have something for you to transfer digital to VHS. But
That'd be cool.
Avast, Fry's is no longer with us.
A limited run of VHS See It to Believe It tapes.
I bet we could figure
exclusively sold at what's that place called? Exclusively sold at Terror Trader in Chandler, Arizona.
Oh my god. There'd probably be some weirdo out there who'd buy it just.
Oh, I guarantee you. You just make it look like it's some like obscure like horror thing, and we're like, dude, we have all these like tapes. Sell them, you know, if you want. We don't even need the profits. Just like sell it.
Sell it, just and, so it's out there.
Yeah, so it's out there. I wonder what the guy would even say.
I would actually go in, even though I never want to edit the first 2 episodes ever again. I would specifically go back and re-edit it specifically for to be like in all like the proper constraints, like because they have different aspect ratios for VHS. I go through and I'd match that.
That'd be funny. I bet you the guy would be into it. I think it'd be even funny if we threw in some original like retro commercials. We could even ask him, it's like, hey dude, you want a Terror Trader commercial in the beginning of this?
We'll shoot it.
Yeah.
I'd be so down. You know, like starts like it could start off being like something's playing, but then somebody took the tape and taped over what mom and dad had recorded.
Oh my gosh, yes. I almost kind of want to reach out, see what he says. I mean, if I remember correctly, let me see. Yeah, the guy follows me on Instagram. Like we follow each other on Instagram.
I mean, if you do, and if he's down, we can get on that.
I feel like I'd need to make a special retro cover.
Yeah, I would definitely need that. There's probably someone out there who makes covers.
I bet I could find somebody on like Fiverr or something.
Yeah, Fiverr. You can probably Etsy.
Yeah.
All right, so the countdown, the 5-minute countdown is probably going to start.
You guys say this as if I haven't been taking 3 semesters of Photoshop and Adobe shop classes.
I mean, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to like the person who's actually going to print it.
Oh, that's what you mean.
That's
okay,
what I mean.
I thought
I have no worry in you being able to actually make the cover.
See, I'm filing down a foot callus, so I like half heard what you guys were saying as I was just going in on it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Are we recording for the?
Not only is this commentary going to be on the Blu-ray version, but this commentary is also going on Spotify.
Oh my god!
It's too bad Cy doesn't want to be on our first Spotify commentary thing.
Yeah.
This won't be going up on the podcast Spotify. This will be going up on the See It to Believe It Spotify, which we could also have a podcast for, the See It to Believe It podcast, all about our paranormal investigations. Oh, stuff's happening.
What?
Happening. I should probably go to the YouTube video.
It's just the countdown.
Oh.
Can you guys hear it on my end? Because I haven't gone through my TV.
No.
Okay. If it becomes an issue, just let me know.
God, my computer's fan is going.
Do you know if Tyler's gonna join?
I don't know if Tyler's going to join.
Because we only have 2 members who are actually there to commentate on it.
Yeah. I haven't talked to Tyler. Besides like 2 little comments in the last day. Okay, now I can hear it.
Okay, let me turn it down. Oh, hi, Connor. Oh, there's Cy.
Welcome to the chat, Connor.
Hey, it's me. I'm Connor.
I will say there will probably, for if anyone is end up listening to this in the future, we apologize if anything sounds weird, just because we're like, it's also sort of like a commentary on a live YouTube premiere that's happening with comments and stuff. So I mean, if it sounds like it's a live stream, it's because it also technically is.
It is. Yes.
I feel like that needs to be specified.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything on this channel going forward, if you guys are listening to it, it's most likely recorded live during the initial showing, unless there is just some video we want to rewatch.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Was that specified for episode 1? Because I feel like it was specified for episode 1.
Yeah. I mean, now it's specified. At some point, we will have to go back and record a new Ashmore commentary. Because we did record one on a PlayStation party at one point.
Oh gosh.
But that has since been destroyed.
Yeah.
Uh.
But we'll do that for the the streaming service version of Ashmore, since it's completely redone and it wouldn't line up to begin with. We will let you guys know when the video starts, just in case you are watching and you guys want to link up.
Watch along.
Actually, the podcast that I do listen to, they did actually do a live a podcast commentary for Scream.
You say for Scream?
Yeah, I mean it was the original Scream, but
Oh.
still.
Scream nonetheless. No, I've been wanting to though. But no one wants to watch. No one wants to watch it with me.
I would have gone to see Scream.
You said if it was just that one time.
No, within like the past week, stuff's been popping up, and I forgot about a few parts of the original Scream, and then I watched a little bit, and then I was like, okay, this is better than I remember it being.
Yeah, I still need to I need to watch the original Scream. But, yeah. This isn't about Scream though. This is about See It to Believe It, Paranormal Whisper Estates. The paranormal isn't a part of the title though. I just added that.
Does anything
Stupid.
paranormal even happen?
I don't know. We shall see.
I wasn't
you
there.
will believe.
What do you mean, Connor? You were there.
Yeah, in spirit.
There's 5 people watching. Actually, that's more than I expected.
So I have an update on Sai. I told him to join the Discord. He says he can't log in. It keeps signing him into a different account.
Well, then we'll tell him we'll send him an invite to his new account.
We will send an invite to the new account. Yeah.
What's his name?
What's the name? Alright. We'll see.
It's about to start.
Oh.
We might get Psy. We don't know. Oh, okay.
Did it start?
No. We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, I'm not all the same.
Everybody out there who's listening, press play.
Who won? Oh!
Yeah, me and Drake's are the same. Me and Ben's not. Which in that?
After the events of Ashmore Estates, we knew we needed to go somewhere for real. The only real encounter we had was based on the account of our light technician Eli. After the events of Ashmore Estates, we knew we needed to go somewhere.
I don't know who it is, but there's someone who's getting, who's,
On the right, we were standing
like,
there,
their audio's doubling up. I can hear it coming through someone's
and I
stuff.
grabbed my pants, and there was no one behind me. Everyone was in front of me, and I had
Sure, it's not.
a mark on my pants that would have looked like someone grabbed it.
Say, Connor, how long's it been since you haven't really done anything paranormal since Ashmore, have you?
Just
Not really, no.
Yeah.
my body
Okay.
and my hands.
It's so weird because it feels like that we've done it, like, it feels like it happened it doesn't feel like it happened that long ago, but it's been what, like,
It's
10
months.
2 years
Oh, since what?
since Ashmore.
Oh, since Ashmore. That was 2020. It's been like a year and a half.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Now I hear a doubling up.
Yeah.
Me?
But probably. Because I don't think mine's loud enough. It could be though.
I just barely have mine turned up.
That was gross. I apologize.
Whisper Estates, located in Mitchell.
Connor, do you know of any? Like, you don't really know much of what, like, any of this footage, do you? Like, you're
No,
going into this brand new.
Yeah. I'm going into this blind.
I've obviously Ben has seen it, and he's probably seen it multiple times. I did a quality control watch of it, so
If I had any say, I would not be here right now. I don't want to watch this again. But
in the same room. Dr.
yeah, I would imagine you probably put yourself through the ringer trying to get through this. Oh, for which who knows, this might be like for like a future. I don't know what I'm trying to foreshadowing, but Max asked about paranormal updates today.
Hello, Drake.
Like I said, I kind of told him that we weren't really in a position to really put anything in stone quite yet, but
happened to you
yeah.
since Ashmore Estates? Not really.
I might have an
although I wasn't
update next
expecting it
week.
either.
Oh, all
Or
right.
not next week, week after.
Happened.
All right.
Ashmore.
No, in Ashmore Estates really didn't.
That's a cool shot, the interview
I wasn't
shots.
expecting.
Oh, dude, it was great. I
Thank you.
like that was something that I did. Or not that I did, but like I noticed. Credit to Ben for doing the lighting.
There's not a lot of lighting there on Drake, though. Or you have more red. Everyone else is a little bit more green.
Because I'm evil. Ha ha ha.
Unnervingly quiet the minute I walked into the building.
It's definitely a different feel than I've ever been around. It's kind of ominous and just eerie wherever you go.
Coming in here, I'd have to be.
But Sai, or I guess Sai can't really hear us, can he?
No.
I was gonna say, like, we need you in the Discord so you could be a straight. Yeah.
Somebody just got shot.
During the tour,
You think so?
this made me feel
Yes.
the most uneasy.
Ben, do you have the subtitles
There was
on?
a specific spot.
I don't, but there are subtitles.
There was like this
I
spot
know.
right
I'm looking
before
at it, and I was gonna let you know that your coding is showing.
I would have to say the Oculus mirror
That's not
room,
my coding. It's
because
just
Or the coding in general is showing. I don't know if that's
the
like.
bees.
It was
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
just
just
got a cold chill straight down my spine.
Definitely the attic. It was just something.
There's a
about
mirror room?
Yeah, it's called the
room up
Devil's
there just didn't
Box.
make me feel right.
What?
on the third floor.
It was an interesting spot. We can talk more about it when we actually get to the
and my back
video with it.
and I got really lightheaded for a second, and it made me.
I just want to
feel-
say the streaming service version of this will look so much better, so much crisper.
How did you feel about the card you pulled?
That's what you've been editing recently, haven't you? That like it's all
About it, it's just
like you've been going through and like re-editing that.
We're sort of
Or is this not the same thing?
It is the same thing, but this one's just with YouTube compression. It
Oh,
distorts
okay.
the image.
Primary owners was
And,
Uh,
muffles audio a little bit.
I would say it's so weird how this wasn't even a year ago, and you look so different. It's insane.
Ram's hat and all, man.
Yeah.
So he
I got a
You're
yellow
gonna be wearing the
wait and then
go Bengals though. Sorry, didn't mean to get
operation room, which is right
do that. What? Wait, who was it? The Bengals or the Rams that took out the Titans?
specific ghost. I mean,
The
there is a
Bengals.
specific spirit.
Oh, go Rams.
Being in here, he goes by the name of
Go Rams.
reason why.
Oh no, I'm rooting for the Bengals this year
Black shadows, usually depicted in pictures.
because of Mr. William Wolford.
Hang out here and see if they-
Oh, love that band.
do some investigating.
I'm a Rams
But-
fan, so
Yeah. So, anyways, back to
Interesting.
the commentary. This was what? Was this the first room? This was the first room we went into. I think we pretty much followed the same pattern that the tour guide took us on, right? Like we pretty much, yeah.
Signs of Big Black, but we did get.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we didn't really get recording of when we initially started, but right as we got in, Pip was taking photos and found what is to be believed at the time as like ghost orbs. It's sort of contested with the group now, but it was interesting to see as like it was probably about not even 10 minutes into the investigation, and we've essentially found more than what we did in all of Ashmore.
yeah, I'm gonna give my take on that while we're here because this is the commentary part, and because nothing's gonna happen here for a few minutes. Personally, I just think it was a piece of dust or a bug, maybe that flew past the screen or something. I don't think it's ghost orbs.
See, my thing is though is that this spot was known for photos like that. Like it was known for having ghost orbs and getting like black shadows and stuff like that. And and it didn't really show up in like ghost orb wise. It didn't really show up anywhere else in the rest of the episode. Essentially, it was just specifically in that room. I think, like I said, it was weird because during the tour, that spot was specifically known for having that.
That's true. That's very valid.
So,
Scanning the top.
And then if that right there, I didn't know it until Ben mentioned it, but he's taking photos right here, and those are the photos he pretty much used during all of the promotions for this particular one.
I just took the most legendary one of the entire promotion.
There was there was a picture of me, Tyler, and Eli. I think one of them's messing with an EMF reader, and I'm just kind of standing there looking like a dad. And Tyler, oh yeah, it's Eli with the EMF, Tyler with the camera, and I'm just standing there. So
Eli looks like someone just walked in on him naked.
I don't know why. I remember going into the bathroom. I felt very uneasy.
I did too. If we did it now, I would probably say something, although feelings mean almost nothing. But I'd probably say something like that. I'd probably even maybe do a quiet, silent, dark session in the bathroom to see if...
Yeah. Which we ended up... Well, I don't know if... Wasn't there a moment where Tyler left? Yeah, Tyler left, and it was just you and me, and we're taking pictures in the mirror and just around there because, you know, if you take pictures in the mirror, sometimes you're supposed to be able to see stuff, but as you can see, nothing really happened. But it was still, like I said, it was a little weird. Which is funny because I think there's a bathroom also upstairs. Yes. And that one, I think didn't someone like die in there, or someone saw something, or there's some sort of paranormal connection to it.
Wasn't there like a demon in the bathroom?
Maybe.
I know there was a demon on the second floor somewhere.
Yeah.
This is the room with Gary.
And I don't know if the one we just went into was usable, but I know the one upstairs was technically usable, right? Like we were able to technically use that one.
Just the toilet.
But then, but we only ever used the one downstairs, which still freaked me out because it is a bathroom, and the bathroom is connected to the basement, and the door that separates the two has a window. So I'm sitting there pissing, not wanting to look around because I'm like, what if I turn around, look at this window, and there's like a demon or something just staring at me while I got my dick out. Like,
yeah, it was a window to the basement.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's super weird. I'm gonna sit there, and fucking Satan is gonna be like licking the window, and not only am I gonna piss, I'm gonna have to shit too, and like.
We are currently upstairs.
I don't want to be like in the interviews. So, did you have any paranormal experiences?
Anyways,
well, yeah. Well, I was taking a piss earlier. I saw a fucking ghost dead staring me in the fucking face, like staring at me.
It was the worst place to put a frickin' bathroom.
He had issues. He had some kind of disease. I'm not sure what it was, and there are conflicting reports on how he died. He either died from.
I did not recommend. If I left a review, I would have mentioned something. It's like, don't put the fucking toilet in a spot where you could just like get traumatized, you know. And it's like, I'm here to see ghosts, but I don't want ghosts, you know, seeing me. Yeah.
In the room that this is connected to.
It's a private place, okay.
And there was a smudge on the wall.
It's a sacred location.
We're not entirely sure exactly. So I'm not confirming or denying if it was something paranormal, but it was a lead. Something that
me being all serious and whatnot.
Here we are, and we are going to try and with a spirit box.
I'm just gonna say, doing the subtitles made me want to kill myself. It takes so long. Every 10 minutes of subtitles took an hour.
Here we are.
I hate this little shit.
How old are you? Are you okay? Are we in danger?
I say, do we even technically use any of this particular spirit box readings? Because it was we were on the wrong channel, on the wrong sort of radio frequencies.
I've actually done some research in regards to the frequencies used,
I heard yes,
and
and
I guess both are widely accepted. I don't like FM. That's more of the situation. Because I feel like FM picks up more stations
Switching it to AM.
than AM does. Like all the big people, they all use FM radio. Which kind of skews, you know.
Because there's more options for just natural, like, audio.
Yeah.
Where are you?
It's sort of, yeah, I get it.
Where are you?
There was someone who was very close to the audio.
Are you there? Where are you, evil? Are you daring?
Connor, are you wearing headphones?
Is there somebody in this room?
No.
Oh, that's the problem.
Knew that?
Do I need to go get headphones?
Yes.
It's probably recommended, yeah.
Sound like it's
Because the hearing, we'll be able to hear that in the commentary, and technically we should only be hearing our own voices in the commentary.
I'll go find headphones.
Would you like us to pause? Oh wait, no, we can't pause. No, it's
I was like, this is a premiere.
Just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I'll be back.
I just imagine like that's something that you do in like a movie theater. They're just like, dude, we need to pause. The director needs to piss. Like, we can't miss this.
It's my favorite part. That's why I want to be a movie director, just so I can pause a movie halfway through.
Oh my gosh.
Do you see that blue shirt hanging on, like, to the right of me? Every time I look at that, it looks like a blue streak shirt.
We are the Blue Streaks, mighty, mighty Blue Streaks. Hoorah!
Hoorah!
In case you guys didn't know, since I guess literally there's no way of anyone knowing this unless you're from the area that we're from, the Blue Streaks is our high school that we went to in Illinois, which, fun fact, is nowhere near Whisper Estates. It's about, what, a 4 or 5 hour drive?
No, it's only 2 hours, 2.5.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's essentially a decent drive, and there's literally no connection, which is sort of why it would be weird to see a Blue Streaks shirt.
Even if there was one at Ashmore, it'd still be weird.
Yeah, because it'd make more sense if there was like an Eastern Panthers something or other.
Or a Trojan.
Trojan man. I don't know why I did that. I apologize.
This part was kind of creepy. Because when we went in there, the door would close a certain way, and then when we left, the door closed like the opposite way.
Did you not like being in the closet?
No, I was. No, I was fine being in the closet. It's not until I came out that it was the issue.
Oh my gosh.
There's some parts where I tried to make the subtitles sexy.
Trying to make the subtitles sexy? Oh, like making them like bold or italicized or something?
No. Sometimes I manipulate what exactly they say.
So it's not necessarily what it's being said.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I also change it so it's just easier to understand what we're saying. Because, subtitles are meant for people who are deaf.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say, are you gonna make the deaf think that I speak out of context? Just like that, you're taking it out of context and whatnot. I don't know where I was going with that. I was gonna go somewhere with it, but apparently I couldn't. So I'm just forget what I said.
I took out
sad Eli.
I took out but sometimes if there were a lot of I just left them in just for subtitles' sake.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Teacher Drake coming in. It is a history lecture, so hearing me go if I do it sort of is like a sort of immersing yourself in the high school history class.
This is the part where we're all standing together is so weird.
Alright, so in this room, this is the room of a little girl named Rachel. So Rachel, it was the daughter of John Gibbons. Dr. John
Also, I wanted to point out, I think I just heard someone else die just now. Yeah.
Being here. How she died was
In this room, it would be so weird for someone to watch later. They'd be like, I have my kids, and they're like, Dad, you used to ghost hunt? Yeah, you want to hear my thoughts of it while we were going through it? And they're going to hear these little things that we're saying and be like, what is happening? Why is this man such a weirdo?
When they're listening on the VHS box set version of the comedy.
Yeah. It's gonna be, they're gonna find it in the attic and it's gonna be my grandkids, and they're gonna be in the attic and they're gonna find this old dusty box. And I'm like, Grandpa, what is this? No,
Your grandkids got nothing to do.
No,
Those
because
are
if
the
they're my
devil's tapes.
grandkids, they're gonna have so much stress and anxiety that they're going to age like tenfolds. So
Grandpa, you didn't tell us that you conjured up the devil.
I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do in this room, but
You're like the young Indiana Jones.
find it ironic that
Young Indian Jones.
well, because I have the artifacts and stuff. I'm gonna have that. I'm probably gonna be the one who's gonna end up taking hold of the possessed object that me and Ben acquire later.
More on that later.
alright.
I'm gonna have the sheet of the Wally ghost.
this one's just not coming up.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
eBay and Etsy have banned the sale of cursed objects.
Really?
Yes, unless they're marketed as entertainment pieces.
Do you think we can? There's the record player at Terror Trader.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, I doubt we'll be able to afford it if he's actually selling it. But I mean,
Especially if it's haunted, because that adds a monetary value of a lot. There was actually a cursed object that somebody bought at a garage sale that was so cursed that Zach Bagans ended up buying it.
really?
Yeah.
What was it?
I sent you a the day when I heard the story, I sent you a I said something really stupid with the word in it. It's like a Jewish box.
A Jewish box?
I mean, I don't know what the word is, but
I'm going to get canceled for saying that. I don't know what it means, but which I think is part of the issue.
well, it's like I don't know if it's like it has a weird name.
How old are you?
I will say going forward, listeners, if you get annoyed with us using the spirit box, we hear you.
Can you physically show us?
We 100% agree.
How old are you? Know which doll is your favorite?
But this was our first rodeo with the spirit box, so I guess
Yeah, we were excited, and it was essentially like the only piece of paranormal equipment that we were comfortable with, because the other one was the EMF reader, but we concluded pretty quick that the EMF reader was, at least we didn't really know how to use it in a paranormal setting, I guess you would say. So I mean, it's just like I didn't like using the EMF reader essentially.
Well, an EMF
just
reader would be so skewed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I don't like the idea of using one. So it's either the EMF reader or the spirit box. So which one are we going to use? It's going to be the spirit box.
I mean, we still did bring 2 EMF readers everywhere we went. But
Yeah.
I think I should have step out there.
Do you guys hear that?
I guess I heard something there, and then I don't know what.
Where are you?
I didn't know what to do right then.
Can you throw a coin at one of us?
You know what they're saying? They're Colt fans. They're like, fuck the Rams. Fuck the Rams, they ain't St. Louis. Sir, how long have you been dead?
Since they were still in LA.
EMF was
Yeah.
The first time.
Wait. Shh. They were alive for that small point where they were in St. Louis. Okay, leave me alone.
Is not enough for
The
me.
20
I
years?
decided to bring a pack of tarot cards this time around, as you probably heard in the
Yes, I say. Well, I mean, I say short because I doubt, like in the grand scheme of like the Rams' history and stuff, it was that long of a time period. But I could be wrong.
I think the Rams came from Chicago as well. So,
post, if that's all right.
or well, no, the Rams came from
So what you
Cleveland,
have to do is you really have to
and then they went to Chicago.
energy.
Kind of like the Cardinals.
I personally
Welcome to NFL history, in a paranormal commentary video. The last place you would ever expect it.
Are you evil?
It's so
I feel like we should petition for the Arizona Cardinals to become the Arizona Ghosties. Sponsored by the See It to Believe It crew.
Yeah.
This flickers on this.
So this is the card that we drew.
I support
so we'll go ahead and put the meaning.
Oh, yeah.
And possibly what I could.
I mean, I've always been in support of a full-on Cardinals rebranding,
so we can fully get.
but everyone else, no, it's a part of history, man. They're the only, like, they're one of two groups that teams that have been around for 100 years with the same name. It's like, shut up. Boring. They need to freshen up.
In this scenario.
What?
They need new jerseys.
Yeah. Anyways,
Who left? Who left? Somebody left the chat. Come on, guys.
For our
so back to See It to Believe It. So we did try something new in this one, or at least I tried to do something new in this one.
I don't think mine.
I brought tarot cards as sort of like to add like a sort of like a more supernatural element to the investigation. But there are two problems with this. One, I didn't really know and still sort of don't know exactly what all the cards mean. So every time we pulled something out, I'd either look it up later or I had to look it up at the moment, which, I mean, which isn't bad, but usually whenever you do a tarot card reading and stuff, the cards sort of build on each other, and if you don't really know how to build it up, it usually won't make sense. And then issue 2, which was the bigger issue, the cards are in Spanish. And I can't speak a single word
I've actually
Spanish.
having heard something about. I listened to a whole podcast about divination the other day, and I actually learned a few things about tarot cards. Tarot cards are there's one, you know, whenever they read, like you read them and stuff, you're actually supposed to determine what they mean and where they're going, rather than going with what the internet says.
So I'm supposed to determine what the card itself means?
Well, I mean, like, the card has a meaning, but then,
Yeah.
like, and then, but you're supposed to how to determine where to go with it, not how, like, it's not really what's going to happen. It's what are you going to choose. I don't
Like
know
what its context means, essentially.
Yeah. What its context.
Well, that's
means.
what I did. That's what I did later. You know, I found out what the card meant, and then tried to correlate it with the context of what we were doing and what we were asking, and see if at the time it made any sense.
Yeah, okay, I'm trying to explain something, but I don't know how to explain it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
There's something that
There was an element that we were missing, essentially.
We actually drew one that I actually do know the meaning of, because we.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you remember what it was, send it to me, and I'll see if I can like try and get better at it. Actually, I haven't really looked too much into.
You really can't get better at divination.
Well, I mean, understanding it more is what I'm essentially meaning.
Yeah, I'd love to get better at flipping a coin.
Well, okay, listen.
That's what.
Look at me struggle here, trying to explain what these mean and what they say. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I tried. So technically, you can get better if you actually know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I think we should have used the superior form of divination and flipped a fucking coin.
Like one of the coin, like what, like a quarter or something?
Yeah, that's how actually flipping coins was initially done for divination.
Sounds like that was geared towards you.
Before it was like a, flip of coins for yes. Well, like
It didn't hit me.
the madams used it.
So something that we were
The madams?
Yeah, like the tarot card readers. They used to flip coins before tarot.
Oh,
communicate to
like a heads or tails sort of situation.
Yep.
typically pennies or
Oddly enough, there's a quarter coin right on the screen there.
some thrown at us or dropped directly to us.
So something that we were
The weirdest thing about tarot cards is that they actually started out as just a playing card game. Like they had a specific game to them.
That'd be cool to learn how to, because I actually did look up like tarot card like games because I imagined that they existed, and there was one.
They existed first.
There was it was something about like there was one where I forgot what it was, but essentially you're trying to collect, like you're playing against, I guess essentially the devil, and so you're playing with yourself but against someone, and you essentially flip cards, and you're trying to see. I think you're supposed to try and get. There's like a specific. I think it's the pinnacle, so like the coin ones. You're trying to get all the coin ones, but if you flip the devil card, then you lose. Essentially, I'm explaining it terribly, but it's something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like one of those tarot card games.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. We're talking about the mirror room. We're not there yet.
So in the future,
Kern, do you have any input? You've been quiet.
if we're watching this video,
No, not really, but I've just been kind of chilling.
we're leaving it
Oh, all right.
in this room. So if
I guess I can start asking you guys some of the questions I wrote up.
significant for you
Yes.
from the year 1980,
Alright, a couple.
we could help your
So can you give me a brief description of the history of See It to Believe It?
Of the show?
upscale housing.
Yeah, just kind of where where the idea came from.
Okay. So one night, I was playing video games, and I said, I want to go somewhere haunted. And Cy was there. Drake, you might have been there right before we started talking about it.
But I probably left.
I know you weren't there when we
Yeah,
talked, because Cy and I ended up talking about it for like 2 more hours. But I think Drake was there, but then Drake left, so then in the awkwardness of me and Cy, I was like, we should go to a haunted place. And then I looked up places, because the first episode was originally going to be before Ashmore was going to be at McPike Mansion. And then Ashmore got back to me first. And it sounded better to go to Ashmore than McPike.
Back to the video for a second. Was it raining while you guys were there?
No.
which is the bench that we were sitting on.
Well, I think it maybe sprinkled a little bit, but
Oh, that's
It wasn't-
no, it was raining. It was, but if it sounds like there's rain, that's just gonna be YouTube's compression.
I was talking about the flashing light in the background.
Oh no,
oh, then that would have been a camera. That would have been a camera.
If you would
Oh.
like, I invite you to touch me from
Oops.
behind. Touch my
I think this is probably one of the funnier scenes, and not really funnier, but like,
anything.
is this when there's the creek and I didn't notice it,
no, it's not a creek. It's something else, man.
like a tap?
I invite you to touch
Oh, hang on.
my shoulders, touch my neck, collar, anything. I'm fully open. Go ahead with the bench if you would like.
I can confirm that nothing is happening.
Did you
right
guys hear the tap? You didn't hear the tap?
now. No, I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear the
I
tap?
heard a tap like right as soon as Drake started talking.
I know what you're talking about, and it came from the
Yeah. Can you do it again?
Yeah, so it probably took Ben like about like how many times even afterwards? Like you had to replay that like 5-7 times for me afterwards just to see, like, because even at the time I didn't hear it. They showed me clips of it, and I still couldn't hear it. And I'm just like, Ben, point out where this thump was, and it took him about like 7 times for him to like actually hear it.
And at the time, we all heard it when it happened.
I'm the only dumbass who didn't.
And it happened right behind you.
I wish I heard it because it would have been good to like follow suit with it, I guess you would say.
Man, you guys should go see it.
That's my favorite subtitle.
What?
You'll come across it.
This is the closet where the man had the heart attack. As you can see, there is
When it goes Drake cutting off
sitting
Eli.
area for when things occur.
So I'm the
See if we can get anything.
I just want to say it was a very stupid idea
We are not willing
for us to throw the spirit box, because that thing is probably the most expensive piece of equipment besides the cameras that we brought.
yeah. I don't even who threw it.
Eli threw it at me.
Oh.
Anything move?
Like throwing it around in general.
Yes.
I welcome you to touch me.
I'll go ahead and ask another question real quick.
Yes.
All right.
Do either of you have a favorite memory from Seeds of Believe It, like filming something, something that happened with the series?
Piss it off.
Oh, jeez.
Hmm.
I have a favorite off-screen moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it was it was on our way to Whisper. It was just something that happened. So we were in the car. Tyler and I had switches, and then I felt bad that we were gonna all play Mario Kart, and then I didn't want everyone to play, on a TV. I wanted everyone to be able to hold their own switches. So I said fuck it and bought everyone else switches.
Yeah. And it was super weird the thing I remember is that you were playing your Switch while you were driving.
No, I was playing
I remember.
Tyler's Switch while driving.
Oh yeah, and was he steering? I don't remember. I just remember it was like, why is this happening right now?
It was all for the meme. We were in Terre Haute, and Tyler couldn't figure something out on Super Mario Sunshine. So I'm like, here, give it to me. And then, no, I was still steering while I was driving. Like, I had the Switch on the wheel. It was a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, what the? I will say the drive there was better than the drive back. I think the drive back will be the thing that was seared into my mind.
Why?
We just had obstacles, and bless Eli, but we had a lot of obstacles.
Yeah, the drive back was 2 hours longer than it should have been.
Why?
Because somebody left their Apple Watch at the hotel when we were 45 minutes away.
We should have just had them. We should have just had them ship it out because they can do that, and they should have done
Had
that.
him go there on the way back.
What? No, they ship it to his place.
Well, he could have also stopped there on the way back to Kentucky.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I don't know. I just remember we had plans to go to like other we had like plans to do other stuff, and which I guess we still technically did it. But by the time we got there, we were so burnt out. It was terrible.
Had that not happened, I would have had so much more energy that day.
Yeah. Well, it's because not on top of that. On top of that, we also were doing this the night before, and we were up rather late. And then
Not as late as we had expected, though.
yeah, this is true. It's still late though, and then we had to get up earlier than we probably wanted to as well because of hotel checkout times and whatnot. And then we're driving, and like 2 hours in, or like an hour in or something. Oh, I think I lost my Apple Watch. Which at the time I didn't want to be like guy, but
And the night
was thinking-
before,
guy.
He lost his keys.
Yes. I was
Who
like,
lost
the
their
dude,
keys at
it was almost like the
Ashmore?
dude was Kurt Eli.
Oh.
It was Eli as well.
Anytime Eli's just not allowed to bring his keys to any more investigations.
Yeah.
Hello?
Is there anyone here with us right now?
But the Apple Watch part was probably the worst. Probably the worst
Yeah, 'cause
experience
we-
I've had on any investigation.
I really felt like the guy was
Are you
cursed.
friendly?
Oh, yeah. Kind of like the ghost orbs that just passed by his head.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Ashmore, if you could go back and change one thing about the investigation we did, the video, what would it be?
Everything.
Yeah, as I say, we would need to change. I think it would have been better if we had a more structured way of our videoing, which I know all parties involved sort of know what we're doing now if we do anything like that again. I think we should have split up more. I think we should have had more one-on-one times, which even I feel like that in Whisper as well. Or I feel like we should have went out on our own, sort of, and started like doing things. Oh, what else was I gonna say? There was another thing I was gonna add to it, but I can't remember.
There was just we just had an extreme lack of knowledge.
Yeah, and everything. I literally felt like I didn't know anything from like, how to investigate to the true gender of the owner. I was absolutely clueless.
But spoilers for possible season finale or season beginning next season. We might be going back.
We want to go back.
We want to fix our mistakes. We want Drake and Robin to get off on the right foot, and plus we want to dig up that
That'd be
goddamn
cool.
tree.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool. Wait, what tree?
Fucking not me tree.
What?
Connor and I watched another
my
ghost show
God.
go to Ashmore, and they planted a tree right next to the cornfield, so it's doomed to die.
Oh my gosh. So it's very clear that they're not from the area then.
No, they're from Maine,
Yeah.
and they say
were
Matthew.
Maine is more cornfields. No! No! That hurt me.
So right now is like the only time you will see any like in any of the episodes besides the Devil's Box. This is the only other time when somebody on the crew is by themselves on camera.
I was gonna say I want to do more of this double video thing. I think it's a cool little thing. I don't know. I mean, obviously not really like rely on it, but I think it would be like a cool little. I don't want to use the word gimmick, but that's the only thing I can really think
That's
of.
the right word.
Yeah, I
It would be
know.
a cool transition.
Yeah,
Box for a little bit, then move over to the other box.
like especially if we had like a sort of like situation that happens. So like let's say two people are on their own and they're both recording their own thing, but they both hear the exact same thing, and it's like either they both say
That
it's
does happen.
paranormal
That
or
happens in this.
yeah. Didn't it just happen? Or-
Yeah, it just happened.
I'm going to
yeah.
hop out of here now.
Where
But it's definitely a
With us.
artistic thing that I think we should pursue, a sort of artistic look.
kind of to explain what just kind of happened during that whole thing. I was in a room by myself, or Eli was in there with me initially, but it was honestly in I think we can all agree that it might have been one of the creepiest rooms in the house. Just because of the activity that went on in there, like people have been strangled, people have been scratched, people have been locked in. And right before we went in there, Drake says that none of us are going to go in there. And then Eli and I proceed to go sit in there. Actually, even Drake went in there at one point too. But just for a second.
Yeah, honestly, that is a very stupid thing to say. that we're not going to go into a room when you're paranormal investigating. Like you should explore all aspects of it. Again, it's sort of like there was a lot of aspects from Ashmore that we did take and like sort of like revise while at Whisper. But even now, even looking at Whisper itself, there was a lot of things that needs to be fixed, and that's one of them. Like I always tell myself, and I told myself this in Whisper, I wanted to open myself up a little bit more to possibly having a paranormal experience instead of like shutting myself away in fear of possibly seeing something that'll make me piss myself. And
I want to piss myself.
Yeah, and you should. It shouldn't be that way. Like you should put yourself in put yourself in those moments where possibly a ghost could grab your butt or something. Like go into those rooms that are maybe a little more aggressive.
That red light was scaring the fuck out.
Connor, I have a question for you.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
What was your favorite part about Ashmore?
Oh man, honestly, it was probably off camera. It was probably just hanging out with Cy and Gavin in the little bunks.
I just gotta go fuck myself then. It's fine.
Well, listen, your guys' favorite memory didn't involve me, so.
I never even mentioned a favorite memory.
That wasn't aimed at you. That was aimed at Ben. Sorry, Drake.
Yeah.
Connor, you and I have only investigated together for like 5 minutes.
That's true. We did that. Did we only do the third floor as a group?
I mean, we did like a little walkthrough, but it wasn't that long.
So I'm not gonna lie. Next time, if like the two groups end up getting back together, I want to do more in-depth investigating with Cy. I don't know why. I think it'd be interesting to see what he would do and like what he says and stuff. Maybe it's just because he's my brother, obviously, but I think it'd be interesting to do more with him.
The Opera House.
Busted.
What?
Let's make the Opera House the big summer ghost hunt.
The Jack though.
Alright.
Alright, if we can, yeah.
To this room. This Jack
All right.
here.
Try to get in
No,
contact.
I was thinking about this summer flying back down to Arizona.
I mean, we got places out here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot of places.
We got places we can lock down. There's places I just got on speed dial essentially.
The only problem about Arizona is I need to find a place to stay.
I mean, we'd offer up our apartment, but I mean, it depends on how many people would come. Obviously,
I don't think there's any temporary bunk beds.
Yeah. I mean, if we get more in depth about it, judging by what I do for my job, I think I could probably help you guys out, but we'd have to get more serious about it when that time comes.
Yeah.
This staircase I was not here during the time this house being actively used. Upstairs are going to be 3 rooms.
There's a ghost.
The
Spoopy ghost?
room,
Big ghost time.
and the red room, all of which we are going to experience. Nothing upstairs, involved in history.
But if Cy and Connor came for an AZ ghost hunt, probably just be us two, Max, Cy, and Connor.
Alright, so
Be a group of 5. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
we were talking about rooms, and mine in particular.
I spelled
Convince
talking.
Cy into going down there.
Now,
What?
I said I felt light.
I said if I can convince Cy to going down there.
Oh, Cy
He'll come.
will be fine. Cy would definitely. I'd find it very hard to believe for Cy to pass up a trip to Arizona. Which honestly, if it was just you two guys, I mean, you guys could probably crash at the apartment. Like, I don't think it'd be an issue.
We'll build a bunk bed.
Yeah.
Run from
On this very couch.
here to about this arm of this chair on the other side of the brick.
The bite marks. Were
Now on this
This room was weird.
So
on the bed,
I remember you said you didn't really care much for it.
the best thing to do is invite something to a spirit box. You want to?
Shut up, Ben. Don't talk. Why would you recommend the spirit box, Ben, you idiot?
We thought it was good at the time, okay?
I
Pull
know.
on some legs, bite some necks.
I'm like the most harsh about it, but then there's me.
On the arm?
At this point too, we were really big into Phasmophobia, so I think we part of us thought a little bit that maybe the items from Phasmophobia really worked in a ghost hunt.
Yeah, like in the way that they did, essentially.
I mean, I think a thermometer could, but it's not that useful. It's not a good enough tool.
It's like an EMF reader, like, and also I think there's also the aspect of like, I think these things are good. It's just we don't really know how to use it, I guess is the best way to put it.
I mean, we weren't really trying to use the thermometer. The EMF detector, I think we were all just kind of, I don't want to use that because it won't give good enough information.
Yeah. I think really what these things are essentially used for, which I don't think we really thought of at the time, is that we're essentially, you use them as like a way to maybe possibly, it's like, okay, if you can't just use it by itself and justify what you're seeing as evidence. I feel like you need that plus an experience, and with the combination of the two, it sort of validates the experience that you had, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I felt, there was someone said something, and as that disembodied voice happened, the EMF spiked, and together it sort of has a sort of like validation to it, essentially. Which, like I said, at the time we weren't really thinking of it in that sense.
You're right. You are correct.
Are you here?
A thing that, well, I think will be some equipment I think we'll probably have on our next investigation is probably going to be a constantly rolling CCTV system with like 4 cameras constantly monitoring 4 different locations, most likely 4 different hotspots. And so we'll have somebody at base camp to make the walkie-talkies actually be useful.
Did you say something?
That's going to be fun to scroll through the footage of, though.
Are you trying to communicate with us right now? Is this really anywhere?
Anything else for this room? You're pretty content.
I feel like
I feel very hot. I do too, actually. It's kind of cool down there.
I will say, I feel like this particular moment's been going on way longer than it probably should have.
Yeah. If you watch like Ghost Hunter shows, they only use the spirit box for like 45 seconds.
And it's probably usually only if they actually get something, too.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not feeling much. Oh. That's a 4-degree drop.
Welcome back to Ben and a Rams cap.
Super hot.
So now we're going to go into what's called the Oculus Room. Essentially, it is a room of mirrors.
Oh, it's the clip from the trailer.
Behold, this is the only one in the United States. You will not see this anywhere else. It's kind of.
So now we're going to go into what's called the Oculus Room.
Yes, the infamous Oculus Room.
My screen.
With also probably my personal favorite promotional sequence.
It is something that is technically used to see spirits. So what
It's
I'm
kind
going
of
to do
tracked
is
to
go
be
in
deviled
with this as my
I'm
source
not
of light.
sure what purpose of this is. But apparently it is something that is definitely used to see spirits.
This just looks so bad on YouTube.
Questions?
Yeah, and I honestly will say that the video of the Oculus Room itself, I don't really know if it does it justice, in my opinion.
It doesn't
I do
know.
have to leave an offering.
It's really hard to give it justice on video, too.
And I will say, I absolutely hate my particular sequence in the Oculus Room just because I don't feel like I did it justice. Like, I can't see a thing. I'm,
Oh, I found it.
First, I already explained earlier, like, I had issues with, like, knowing what the tarot cards mean and stuff. And then on top of that, I'm also adding the aspect of, like, I literally cannot see what I am pulling. And it's just, it's a mess, in my opinion. I think the absolute whole thing is a mess.
I kind of just hate everything about the Oculus room.
Right here. Sure, we'll go ahead and put the meaning up as well.
No offense, Eli, but there was no reason for you to go in the Oculus room.
We'll go ahead and put the meaning up as well.
There. I've said what I said.
Ten of Swords.
Am I dealing with something demonic?
So we'll go ahead and see what that says. I'm gonna ask it 5 questions.
First, Ten of Swords.
Should I leave?
I mean, visually, this is what the Oculus room did look like, though.
Some card.
Yeah.
The upside down moon.
But you literally have no idea what's going on. Like,
Exactly. The only way to really be able to see anything is if you had the camera at, like, eye level. Like, facing, like, on your perspective.
Yeah.
This card.
Yourself.
The Page of Swords.
You know what's funny is that first tarot card that I pulled out, I don't even think was the moon.
That doesn't matter.
I know, but...
Seven of Swords.
Question should we believe you were?
It was actually the opposite. I'm pretty sure it was the
I'm
sun.
gonna go ahead and see if I can look in these mirrors. See if I can see anything. Apparently I am not seeing anything in here with me. Don't believe so, at least. So
There's something
I think
blinking.
we're done here. Thank you, Spirit, for communicating with me.
So I'm.
Oh, there's the flawless transition.
I guess I'm going to run an EMF. A spirit box. Alright, so I'm going to do a spirit box test, and I guess we'll see what we get. Is there anybody here with me?
I will say, though, I was kind of terrified in this room.
Are you friendly?
Just, like, if I looked up and there was just something staring at me.
Where are you?
Wait, what?
Like, I was constantly... In my conscience, I was terrified of being in this room just in case I looked up and I saw something looking at me.
Sort of like me in the window in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, I went on a huge, like, I had a big question, and then I realized that I was out of the Discord after I was done asking it. What's like the purpose of the Oracle room? Like, the Oculus, yeah. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's just a bunch of mirrors throughout the entire room. Like, what's it supposed to do?
Okay, can I give my hot take? They may never invite us back for this one. I think the Oculus room is just a thing created to bring in paranormal investigators, and it's a whole bunch of BS. Especially since the fact that this room is part of the house that wasn't even part of the house whenever it was haunted or lived in.
I will say my thing is the more you alter the house itself during its time being used, the less validation I feel like there is in it being haunted, I guess you would say. Which I don't know if there's any correlation to it, but if you're taking all the stuff out and you're putting stuff in it to like make it creepy and this and that, it's less. It's not genuine in my opinion. Like that was one of the issues with Ashmore. Is like there was a bunch of old furniture, old piano, this and that. But was it a part of Ashmore when it was around? Like, no, they probably just put it in there just because it's creepy and it's unsettling. Or like the baby dolls, in that girl's room. Those probably weren't her actual dolls. Those are just dolls they put in there because it's freaky. It's not. There's no correlation to it,
Yeah.
Are you friendly?
Like, man, what if they did get rid of a cursed object? What the fuck?
Are you dangerous? On the left No, goodbye.
Yeah, I got anything?
I didn't get a clear voice, but I asked if it was friendly or.
Yeah, I got anything? I didn't get a clear voice, but I asked
try to say something on there.
if it was friendly or I asked if it was friendly or dangerous, and it didn't do anything friendly, but it sounded like you tried to say something on there.
I will say, this room we're about to go in is the worst I've ever felt in my life, like anxiety-wise.
Yep.
You got to put the handle up.
I don't feel like we're gonna get anything with this, but you never know, I guess.
Like, I don't think I've ever had an actual, like, physical panic attack besides this situation that we are about to enter. And it's not even for the reason that it would display itself being.
I can tell you got control then, don't you?
Drake, we're getting a little feedback again.
From me?
Yes.
Hang on, can we like turn this way?
Is that better?
Now, honestly, it'd
Yes.
be harder for one of us to take a thing if it was upside down, so.
Isn't there something certain that we're supposed to start on?
Yeah, you gotta do this.
Open.
And then you invite it to.
As you can see here, Drake and Eli are about to play with a children's toy.
Are there any spirits here?
Is there any spirits here?
I think it's funny that it's like a, what is it, like 12 and up can play with a Ouija board and summon demons.
Open invitation.
There's actually. Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you guys this, but I found out a nice, interesting fact about Ouija boards. A lot of the time, when you actually see the board move, somebody is moving it, even though they don't know they're moving it. They're just subconsciously
I
moving.
heard about that.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
Except for the thing that's weird about this is that whenever, as you can see, I mean, you can't really see it because the light's glaring off of the thing. Whenever it's moving, the EMF is actually going off. Ever so slightly.
What are you trying to say?
Are you a friendly ghost?
What do you get out of this?
I get nothing.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
That's probably why he didn't talk.
So I guess we done then?
Why?
Because Eli and I were just like, we don't believe it.
Don't take your fingers off of it. Yeah, we have to
We have to say goodbye.
first, yeah.
We have to go across this. Goodbye.
We have to, like,
Yes,
as ourselves.
you have to.
Next time we do an Ouija board session, we go on our own terms. I'll partake if it means inviting a demon back to kill me.
Were you human?
Shift a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, there's no way that was Eli.
I mean, do you have any questions we should ask it?
That
we in
just
danger?
100% convinced me.
About what?
Where are you?
There was a part where
Where?
it started moving to the right, and you can clearly see Eli's fingers like slightly popping off of the thing.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that to you when we were talking about it. So you're like in agreement with me then? Or
Well, I believed you then, but like, I never
Now you know what I'm
noticed
saying.
it, even though I've
Yeah.
seen this a lot.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
it was a weird experience.
I heard Beckett right hearing stuff over there. Did you hear that too, Ben?
No, I hear anything.
I don't know. It was super. It was a very weird because I've literally never seen a Ouija board act the way it did. Like it's always either like all or nothing at all, and this one just sort of did like a little scoot, and it didn't really even say anything. It was interesting.
Ouija board things I've watched. Zozo is apparently the Zio is apparently one of the more popular demons when it comes to this game.
So that just leaves, did Drake subconsciously move it? Except for, it wouldn't make sense for you.
No, I even told you like whenever it was moving, I was sort of like holding it so it wouldn't move because I was a little freaked out by it, and I didn't want to accept it.
Alright, so spirit box then?
I guess.
We're about to get really pissed off, Eli.
Where are you?
Should we turn off all the lights?
Yes.
Can you please the candle?
Sure. I'm gonna keep UV on.
Are you here with us right now?
Who are you trying to communicate with the Ouija board?
No.
There's a piece of equipment I think that might be
Was someone trying
an interesting thing to bring. I have it in Illinois. If it's still there, next time I go, I'll grab it. But it's like a long black light that'll light up an entire room. And they always they always say that like a lot of the time when you can see spirits, it's from a black light.
And this
Feeling
one.
being
keep
watched.
that rolling?
Huh? I didn't know that.
Right there, I just had the worst panic attack of my life, and it pissed off Eli. Did you experience anything during this investigation?
Not personally. I know a lot of things seem to have happened. I think the closest thing that I experienced involving anything paranormal was during the Ouija board. The thing seemed to have moved. I know I didn't do anything. There's only two of us. It didn't say anything, which was weird. Other than that,
All right,
I didn't necessarily experienced anything.
I oddly enough have a place to be, so I think I'm going to call my aspect of the commentary since it's just going to be the interviews after this.
Other investigators there, I still
Wow,
would say
Drake.
that there's something.
I'm sorry,
Do you believe this place is haunted?
but yeah, I will. I'll see y'all for the next commentary then,
Okay,
or
but
for the next investigation, or I guess technically both.
all right. Did you
Actually, I hope I see you guys before that, but you know.
Yeah.
I did.
All right, awesome and yen yen.
thoughts on the paranormal?
Hey, Drake.
Hasta
I
luego.
definitely still believe in the paranormal.
He's not even gonna be here for the post-credit scene.
100% yes.
Post-credit scene?
Yeah, there's a post-credit scene. Did
I forgot.
experience anything during the investigation?
We encountered a couple things, but nothing too major.
My interview was so bad; it took 2
What are your
takes,
thoughts on the paranormal?
and I still didn't even. I was just
I feel
done.
like the more and more that we get into it, the better of an understanding that we're going to have on it, and maybe
Eli was so
more
done, too.
opportunities to get footage of something strange.
After this, he's
you
like,
believe
"Fuck
this
it." He
place is haunted?
got up and he took a shower.
I do, yes.
Where's this at?
This is at our hotel.
I can't
Oh.
say that I've personally experienced that much besides ghost orbs and it's just like sheer fear in the top of in the third floor in the Ouija board room where we did the seance.
I didn't even know this take of my interview existed
I
until
believe in more.
until the very
It's
last
definitely more
day that I
logical
edited this.
and more likely to exist.
Do you believe that this place is haunted?
I'm gonna say yes. I think Whisper Estates is more haunted than Ashmore Estates. For sure, 100%.
What we had failed to mention was that night, as we were packing up our gear, a door on the second floor slammed shut while nobody was near it. that only leaves the question, is Whisper's estate truly haunted? You'll just have to see it to believe it.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Not gonna lie, Ben, this theme you made for See It to Believe It really pops off.
It's a great theme. Very great.
Yeah, I freaking love it, honestly.
Are you on the post-credit scene?
You're gonna get jump scared.
No, I'd never do that.
And yes, you would. I'm putting my hat in front of my face so I can't see it.
There it is.
Oh.
There it is. See it to believe it. Whisper's estate.
Well, I got a few more questions we can just burn through real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I asked the main ones I wanted to have with the group, with you and Drake. So, these next ones are going to be like, you know, you and me, creators. Sai, if Sai was here, that'd be great, but...
I agree.
You know, what are some of the goals of See It to Believe It in 2022, the new year?
See, it's been a pretty static goal this whole time. It's just to see if anything paranormal even exists to begin with.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole premise of the show. 2022's goals probably to shoot like 3 or 4 episodes before the end of the year. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that would be the most optimal. It's only February. We still have 10 more months to go. So we're hopeful for 4 more episodes, and then they'll most likely come out next. Like we'll probably release the entirety of the rest of the season next year, if not this year. Maybe we'll release 4 episodes in October.
Yeah, because I mean, like, during this, we were talking about the Geyer Opera House.
Yeah.
I mean, if it takes them as long as it to respond to my email, then we might be here a while waiting on that.
Yeah, but that one would be a great summer trip to get everybody there.
Yeah.
And so it'd be hopefully more people, less cost altogether.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what's the next step for, you know, our show?
The next step, it kind of correlates with the last question, just getting more locations locked down, going places. Honestly, we'd love to be able to be sponsored or be able to get paid for this, or to just be able to go to these locations without having to spend an arm and a leg out of our own pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Well, the majority of our last budget went towards you buying Switches.
That is not correct. That is incorrect.
Oh my God, was Whispers that much?
Whispers, out of my pocket, Whisper Estates was $2,000 out of my pocket.
What? How much was Ashmore?
Ashmore, I mean, altogether, that probably only cost like $700.
Oh, and did you get repaid for Ashmore?
Ashmore, I had to pay for about half of it.
Because I know, like, a bunch of, like, Misa and Gavin, I know we all gave you money.
Yeah. So pretty much, let me do the math real quick. Let me get out my old trusty calculator. So, there was you, there was Sai, there was Gavin, there was Drake.
Would love to get the original group back if we ever do Ashmore.
Plus. Okay, so this is how it went. Where's the clear button? Okay. So, for Ashmore, with everyone that went, everyone who went paid, obviously.
Yeah.
We initially had more people going. I forgot exactly who. I mean, I can think of like one or two off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
last
mention
minute
them
we
here.
had some people pull out, and so pretty much everyone who paid went. That ended up being like $270, and so then $230 came out of my pocket.
Ah, I see.
So, yeah, that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
The Whispers really wasn't fun.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know why they charge so much to do like these haunted things.
Well, I mean, Whispers wasn't even like the actual investigation only cost $200.
Yeah.
And then like it was, I spent $2,000 altogether on that trip. Only $500 of that budget was spent on Switches, might I add. Okay, maybe $600, but that's still $1,400.
Yeah.
That was for gas, equipment. Just the equipment cost $300.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
There's $500 right there. I can't even think of everything that was done. I think the gas was probably around $50.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to go through everything. Just because I can't exactly remember everything off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for that question. Any others?
Yeah, I got a couple more.
Okay.
What inspired you to kind of start See It to Believe It?
I just wanted to go to a haunted place with my friends. That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah. All right, now I just got one more question. What is your favorite piece of merch that we have? And if we don't have it yet, what do you want to make?
Oh, okay. Let me roll up on the store real quick.
Yeah, actually, I need to go there too.
You got to answer this question yourself too, Connor.
Okay, I will.
Oh, where's the store? Oh, the store's not even in my page anymore.
Well, yeah. I think it's on the original Ashmore Estates video, though.
You're probably not wrong. I mean, I know you're not.
That's why.
I can finally change the channel trailer now. It's gonna go to Whispers, so then that'll get views. Oh, I forgot to advertise to the Ghost Hunting Arizona group I'm in. Okay, so my favorite piece of See It to Believe It merch that is on the store right now is probably the tumbler.
Tumbler? That's a good pick.
I would if they had the water bottle in black, I'd probably love that one the most, but definitely the tumbler as of right now.
I love how you got to scroll through all the spooky patch bins to get to the See It to Believe It merch.
I gotta go clean off half that merch. I'll probably remove half of it. I'll probably take off the My Buddy. I think that's overstayed its welcome.
If I had to pick a favorite, we don't have any dad caps.
Well, when we get to the we will though when we're ready.
No, that's probably gonna be my favorite, but for right now, it's probably one of the shirts that say "Crew" on the back.
Ah, yes. Your favorite is the Tyler tee.
Yeah, the Tyler with the "Crew" on the back in a different font than the rest.
Yes. I like the See It to Believe It premium crew tee. What a great t-shirt. Y'all should go out and buy a See It to Believe It premium crew tee. And if you like that, maybe get other merch.
Yeah, like a spooky patch Ben's fleece blanket.
Exactly, to keep yourself warm. I think we'll probably get a See It to Believe It blanket. Or sell that's $50. Jesus Christ, we'll have to work on that.
Is the fleece blanket? Oh my goodness.
I think it's
$55.
priced that way so there's actually a chance for profit. So since we are outsourcing our merch.
Yeah. Kind of like the wall tapestry too.
Like just the single. Let's see. Is there a see? Oh, there is a see it to believe it wall tapestry.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 60. Okay. If we make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll get the entire crew See It to Believe It merch.
If I had to pick a favorite we have right now in the store that's not like a piece of clothes, like one of the drinkware, I have to go with the pint glass, though.
I will say, the monochrome Sour Patch Ben mask, top tier. It's one of the last two things from the Sour Patch line that wasn't taken down due to copyright. Oh no, it is the last thing. It is the Soul Survivor. The greatest article. Well, Connor, does that wrap everything up here?
I think it does.
If you guys enjoyed our commentary and would like to be on our next See It to Believe It podcast, Connor, you want to record an official See It to Believe It podcast sometime this week?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the official See It to Believe It podcast will probably launch February. We're going to release our episodes Friday. So February 11th, we're going to launch. February 18th, we're launching the official See It to Believe It podcast featuring yours truly's and yours truly's. So, yeah. Probably weekly or bi-weekly podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to hear more from us, you can subscribe or follow us on our socials. I am at Ben Luke Reinards on most platforms. Connor?
I'm at Itsy Boy Connor on most platforms.
And I believe Drake is Censored Sloth on all platforms.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to subscribe to our YouTube channels, mine is Benjamin Reinards. I run the Dren Network, and I run the See It to Believe It pages. And then Connor does what Connor does.
Yeah.
Subscribe
Do
to
the face. I'm in charge of the Facebook.
Yes. All right. Well, we hope you guys had an awesome time listening with us and watching with us, and we will see you on February 18th.
That's right.
All right. Ciao.